This is the SML Today, and you are listening to the SML Podcast Network.
What's going on, SML? We just finished the season, or the Week 6 advance. Just saw Prime ends up beating Faz on a field goal to end the game. Let's go through what happened to this advance. Obviously, that was the highlight of the week. But let's take a look at what else we had go on this advance. We had Rowan fall to Clink 35-21. And in case you were not paying attention to the Faz Prime game and you were for some reason watching, Two-Step and Mike play. Two-Step rolled over Mike 24-13. Commanders beat the Falcons. Colt with a big win over the Falcons 24-21. Bears, myself, beat AJ 16-14. If you missed that one, there was a sack at the end of the game, knocked AJ out of the game-winning field goal range. Another good one there. Seahawks, Matt beats Dump, gets a lot of pressure on Burrow, and we see Dump kind of fall apart when he had pressure on him. We'll see if teams do that to him going forward. 49ers and Biz beats NYT 31-21. The Saints beat RD in a sim. RD, again, out for an undetermined amount of time, so he's taking the forced losses, and the Saints get the win there. Like we said, Colts beat the Jaguars 33-30 on a last-second field goal. Panthers fall to the Dolphins 41-17, and not too disappointed to see that, being that I have the Panthers pick. You have the Lions beat the Bucks, so Paulie beats Gilbert. Gilbert, despite that hot start, beating AJ. He's winless since. We've got the Raiders 28-14 over Double Rice No Bean. He wasn't able to overcome the Raiders there. 35-10 Eagles over Jets. KJ falls to Woods. Monty actually puts up a fight against Straw Blacks. 38-31. Monty unable to get over the top there, but only loses by 7 to Straw. So it's a good showing for Monty once he gets that roster going. Giants, Tiny Titans, falls to Fig. Tiny's been one of the hotter teams in the NFC, and maybe this is where we see the downswing. We'll see what happens here, but losing to Fig, not good. And finally, it's QP beats Meats 31-28. That was actually a really good game. I watched that one as well. So let's check out the standings and see where we're at in week 7 right now. Let's see. Actually, yeah, we'll check out the standings first. All right, so we'll go through the divisions first. AFC North, we still have Dan 5-0, had his bye week. Dump just lost that one to Matt. That drops him to 5-1. Really a two-team race there. Browns at 2-3 and Ravens 0-6. Ravens and Browns still haven't topped the 100 points scored mark in 5 and 6 games respectively. AFC South, Prime 5-1, but with a 2-game advantage over the Jaguars. He's got the tiebreaker. He swept them so far this season. And 5-1, 4-2 for the Jaguars. And then you got the Texans and Titans there kind of filling out the rest at 2-4. Looks like that's going to be a 2-team race. And then we have the AFC East. AFC East is really anybody's to win here. We got Double Rice No Bean. I think he was the early favorite to win this division, but he's sitting at 3-3, while Finns is also 3-3. Fig 2-4 after his win this week, and then KJ 1-5 has a sleeper pick to win at least one AFC East championship. Probably not going to be this season. AFC West, Chargers 5-0, Chiefs 5-1. So Clink keeping it close, and even Gutta there at 4-2 is not far behind. So AFC West looks to be a tight race, and then the Broncos are there as well. NFC North, somehow the Bears 5-1. We'll see how that goes the rest of the season as the schedule gets a little tougher. Lions, Paulie 3-3 has looked pretty good the last couple weeks. Vikings and AJ 2-4. Have to figure AJ's going to turn it around at some point. And then Coop sitting at 0-5. Somebody let him know the cycle started because he hasn't looked that impressive so far. NFC South, D-Muse got 1-game advantage over Doink. Doink sitting at 4-2 with the Falcons, and then Gilbert and Noel with a combined 1-10 record. Nice to see Noel at the bottom, though, at least for this season, while I have his pick. NFC East, Giants. We talked about Tiny, 4-2, sitting in first place, but with that loss he just had, Eagles and Cowboys both just one game back, and even the Commanders with Colt 2-4, and he's lost a bunch of close games. So that division, I think, is pretty much anyone's at this point. And wrapping up with the NFC West, you got Matt 4-1, Rams 4-2 with Straw Blacks. He's looked really good with the Rams, and I think that NFC West could be in trouble when he gets a roster that isn't absolutely terrible. Cardinals 3-3 with Monty, and then Biz 1-5. He's probably played 2 of those games, so not a real indicator of how he's doing with that team. Looking at the AFC, you can see 2 undefeated teams and 3 teams with 1 loss there. It's a really tough division. Everybody knew that kind of going in. NFC, 3 1-loss teams and then 3 2-loss teams. Not quite the same caliber of teams, though. The Bears, the Seahawks, the Rams, even the Falcons, all near the top. Cardinals at 3-3. So you can see a pretty big disparity in rosters here. But AFC, clearly the better division, but don't sleep on the NFC. I think it's going to be interesting. At least it'll be close up till the Super Bowl. NFC should have a good race. But that's going to do it for SML today for this week. So next advance will be Prime. He'll have your SML Today episode. Hopefully this is the last episode and we have our companion app. But thanks for watching, guys.